please. Okay, so lithium sulfide, sodium chloride, aluminium oxide, calcium nitride, magnesium fluoride. What's one thing you notice about all of the anions names?
They have an ide.
They all have "ide" on the end. Yep. So when we convert an element into an anion, it becomes an "ide," but the cations stay the same. All right, so what's the first thing we need to know in order to be able to write down the names of these compounds? Their chemical symbol. Yep, so what's lithium? Li. What's sulfide? S. Okay, excellent. What's the next thing we need to know?
How many of which atom?
How many of which atom? How do we work out how many of each atom? Their charge. What's the charge on lithium?
+1.
So lithium is +1. And what's the charge on sulfur? -2. So how do we arrange that into a neutral compound and therefore write its formula? Yep. So we're going to swap and drop. Yep, so we're going to take the 2 from here, drop it down here, the 1 from here, and drop it down there, which will give us Li2S. Okay, so lithium has a plus charge, sulfur has a -2 charge. Now we've got 2 + 1 charges and 1 -2 charge, which makes the whole thing neutral. Sodium chloride. What's the symbol for sodium? And what is it for chloride? What's the charge on sodium? What's the charge on sodium? Sodium's +1. It's in group 1, so it's +1. What's the charge on chloride? It's in group 17, so it's -1. -1 and a +1, they balance each other out, so we're done. NaCl. Aluminium oxide. What's the symbol for aluminium? And oxide is O. All right, what's the charge on aluminium? What group is it in? It's in group 13, so its charge is +3. I'll make it 3+. And oxygen is in -2. It's in group 16, so it's -2. Everything in group 16 is -2. So we now swap and drop. Comes down there, goes down there. So we have Al2O3. Calcium nitride. Calcium is Ca. Nitride is N. What's the charge on calcium? 2+. It's in group 2, so it's 2+. Charge of nitride. What group is it in? What group is nitrogen in? 15. So everything in group 15 has a -3 charge. So now swap and drop. Take the 3, drop it down there. Take the 2, drop it down there. Calcium 3, nitrogen, nitride 2. All right. Magnesium fluoride is the last one. Magnesium fluoride. Magnesium's got a +2 charge. Fluoride, because it's in group 2, fluoride's in group 17, so it's got a minus charge. Again, swap and drop. So we end up with MgF2. Okay, so let's do one more. Magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide. So we know magnesium and oxygen. Oxygen is -2, magnesium is +2. We've already dealt with these. So when we swap and drop, we take our 2 down and our 2 down. Do we end up with Mg2O2? What do we end up with? It's just MgO because we can divide by 2. So it's just MgO. And the same as aluminium nitride wouldn't be Al3N3, it'll just be Aln. Yeah.
It would be MgO because there's not like two separate charges. It's the one.
That's right. If it was Mg2, then that's telling you that you'd have 2 magnesiums and 2 oxygens, where you've just got 1 magnesium and 1 oxygen. Yep, just like in your coloured charts there.